Thank you. Okay. And we're recording this call in case anybody misses anything. Initially, Alex was going to present Freshservice, but she wasn't able to make it today. So you have me. And DJ will be available for questions. So if you have questions throughout, please let us know, chat them, or just raise your hand and we'll try to answer them for you. So we're going to talk about Freshservice. I know some of you already know most of the information we're going to cover today. Some of you might not. I hope we get to teach you something new. But if you have other tips while we're talking, you're welcome to share as well. I'm going to just go over our commercials really quick. So I'm Isabel Espinosa, Director of Technology Integration, and this is the Technology Integration team, which you probably already know everybody. Sherry, Marissa, Josh. Marissa and Josh are finishing up another session on Gemini that they are doing, another virtual session. And then Alex is a computer tech that is helping our department that she wasn't able to be here today. Really quick, in case you are interested, you can sign up for our newsletter. Josh creates them and he sends them out like once or twice a month. They're really, really good. You can go to midlandisd.net/tech newsletter and you can subscribe, or you can see all the previous newsletters. They're really good. He does a really good job. Tech Tuesday, in case you're interested or anybody you know needs information about this, you can always go to midlandisd.net/Tech Tuesdays. We have 2 sessions. That calendar will tell you what upcoming sessions we have. A Magic School AI. We'll have different ones. They might not pertain to you, but you might know someone who is interested, so you can always direct them there. We're also on X, and you are welcome to follow us. We actually would like you to follow us. And our handle, I always forget, it is MISD, it's #MidlandISDTech, I believe. I could be wrong. I need to look it up. But if Marissa joins, she can clarify that for me in a little bit. Okay. Oh, and you are getting credit for Eduphoria. I don't know if this matters to you or not, but it's good to have in your Eduphoria just that you came to the course. So whoever attends today will get credit in their Eduphoria under a Strive. Okay, we're going to get started. For the agenda today, our objective will be to explore Freshservice and learn how to use it more effectively to improve your productivity and enhance your support experience. We're going to talk about some simple things like ticket list page, sorting tickets, searching, filtering, the view of the tickets, the bulk actions that you can do on tickets, canned responses, your signature, the board view, when you get email requests to send them to tickets, or and some customer service support ideas that we're going to be giving you towards the end. So, and you probably already know this. Hopefully everybody on this call is a Freshservice user. And you know, it's a support ticket software, a solution to capture, manage, and track activities that we do day in, day out to support our business operations. This is very important, and it is intended to help us manage the requests in a consistent and structured manner to ensure everybody gets the right level of attention and follow through. Sometimes when we just work through emails, it's very easy to forget an email and not follow up. I love that the ticketing system is always reminding us, like, you haven't worked on this, you have to work on this. So I love that about the ticketing system. It really makes our life so much easier, especially since we are in the support area. Okay, so the ticket list page. I'm going to be going back and forth from this presentation to my Freshservice screen. So let me go back to my Freshservice. Okay, so this is a general view of tickets, and these are our tickets. So right here, you will have the subject or the title. You have the requester, the state, the status, the priority, who it's assigned to, and the create date. Now, there's also, I added this today because I found out that I can click on this little gear, and you can click on it on your own ticket list view, and you can change the view for your tickets. I added the create a date. I didn't have that. So you can add any of the fields that you want. You can just click on them or unclick on them, and then you can change the order. Okay, so I like this order for me, and I didn't have creative date, but I actually like to list them by the first one that comes into the oldest one, and then you can sort them too, and we'll go over that in a little bit. But I really, really like that I can change the way that I see my tickets. So I like this order, but like I said, you are welcome to change them if you click on the gear icon, and then you just click and choose whatever fields you want. And there's a lot of options. You can choose all these options. Let me go back to my presentation. Okay, so oh, you can also change some of the fields here. You can also change there's, let me go back, like the requester, subject, all these, you can change the order. For example, if you want to see the priority, like let me go by create date. By date created, you can just click on the little arrow. The fields that have the little arrow that go up and down, you can just sort your tickets by clicking on those little arrows. So any of the fields that have a little arrow going up and down, you can sort by subject, requester, whatever you want to sort it by. It'll do it alphabetically, or I will, like I said, I like the date. Okay, so this is what I was just saying, that you can sort tickets chronologically by requester, by priorities. Priorities are also color coded. I believe all our tickets for the most part will come in as medium, but we can change the priority. And I think that's a great idea or great practice. If you have some tickets that you know are high priority, you can change them yourself. Okay, so you can just go into, you can go into a ticket and change it, and you can click on any of these if you think, and you can go through all your tickets and change them so that when you are working on tickets and you have just 5 minutes, you can or just sort it by priority and see all your urgent tickets and work on those first. So that's a good way to organize your tickets if this works for you. There was, searching for tickets. Let me see if, yes, searching for tickets. Now, I've had a lot of trouble searching for tickets. I've had to learn how to search them, because if you type a word in the search, let's say I close a ticket, I don't have it on my list anymore. It's about, I don't know, I fixed a monitor and I can't remember where that ticket is. If you click monitor and click enter, you will get tickets for like for years. And it's really hard to find a ticket. So there's a way to filter them. Let me show you what that looks like. So let's say I'm looking for a ticket where we fixed the monitor. This is just an example. There's two ways to search. Now I typed monitor and I clicked enter, which we normally do. Now, if you click on view all, right there, you see the list of 3,200 tickets that have the word monitor. But when you click view all, you get this little filter on the right. When you click on the filter, you can change the filters, and I would know, like, oh, this is a ticket that I closed this week. Or you can change, this is very helpful because oh, it's something I worked on this week. So then there's nothing, there are a couple of tickets that were worked on this week that had to do with monitor. So this helps narrow down your search a lot. Another way to search is when you go back to your ticket view and you type, let's say I'm going to type the word monitor. I'm not going to click enter. Let me type it correctly. I am not going to click the word enter. And then this comes up. If I click the word enter, it will take me to the other screen. And maybe the one I'm looking for is right here, and it's going to be easy for me to find it. So if you're typing like a unique word or a name of a person, don't click enter, and you might find the ticket here instead of having to go all the way to the other screen. Any questions about this? Okay, I've always had a hard time finding tickets. Every time I have to search for a ticket, I always click enter and it gives me that list of 3,000 or thousands of tickets. But now I know how to filter them correctly. I'm very happy I found that. I learned a lot preparing for this presentation. I use Freshservice a lot, but working on all this, I learned so much. Let me go to the next slide.
Hey, Isabel, if I can jump in on that, is just like what Isabel was saying, you can search that way. Sometimes I've seen it where I'm typing a keyword to search and it still doesn't show up. On the upper left, where you can change the view, it's like the hamburger. You can actually change that to like all unresolved tickets, or you can change all tickets on the upper left. Yeah. Isabel, if you look at the far upper left on your screen, yeah, y'all can change the view to where it will then search every ticket. So if Isabel's way doesn't work the first time, if you do that hamburger, which go back, Isabel.
Yeah, I was looking for the hamburger.
That list. Yeah, there's a hamburger
right
right
here.
up there. Yes, exactly. Because right now, if y'all look at Isabel, she's searching instructional technology, but she may need to choose all tickets or all unresolved tickets. So if you're searching the way Isabel showed y'all and it doesn't work that way, you may need to change the view there, and then you'll find what you're looking for.
Thank you, DJ. Okay, so filtering tickets. This has also been an issue because sometimes when I go back to my Freshservice, all my filter names and fields are gone, and I have to go back and do it. But to filter your tickets, you can filter by group. Like I have the instructional technology team. By created date, you can do last 6 months, or there's one that says any. Status for us, we do all unresolved, open, pending, and waiting on third party. Agents, since I have the group, we're all here, but you can also type here. You would do your name. Requester, I misspelled that. Sorry, requesters. If you need to, by department, this is what I recommend you do the view, but you find the best view for you. There's so many combinations that you can do. So if you belong to a group, you can add your group, create it, you can change it to any, like anytime. Status, you can add all unresolved, open, pending, and waiting on third party. In our department, what we're trying to do is every ticket, we're going to leave it either open, or we're gonna say that it's pending or with third party, because we want to know what status each ticket is on. So we need this, and then your name as the agent name. Also, and this is what DJ was talking about, is the little hamburger view right here. When you click on the little hamburger view, you have so many views that you can just click on it and it'll bring up the tickets. So these are the ones that come with Freshservice, but we have added ones, which are our groups. So we have my open and pending tickets will show you the tickets that are assigned to you that are open or pending. My overdue tickets will show all your tickets that have not been resolved within the due date. Open tickets in my group shows all the open tickets in the group that you're part of. So this is the one I click on, so that it shows me all technology integration or instructional technology, all the tickets that we're working on that are still open. If you click on urgent and high priority tickets, it'll show your tickets that are marked like that. New and my open tickets, these are all your tickets and like the unassigned tickets. You probably don't want to click on that unless you want to help the help desk out. All unresolved tickets, all tickets that have not been resolved. And these are just examples of other listings or searches that you can do. Tickets that I'm watching. It's tickets where you have been added as a watcher. And to add a watcher, you can always just share on when you're in a ticket, there's a button that says share at the top, or you could just be CC'd on the email. Spam will show you the tickets marked as spam. I had never clicked on that. And there's actually tickets that are spam, believe it or not. And then trash, and then tickets. So I'll show you what it looks like. And I already went through here, but it's a little hamburger. So when you are in your main screen, you click on this little, or where it says ticket list, you can search here, like DJ was saying, and search your views, or all these are added. We have our added ones, which are all our groups right here. And I just click on instructional technology. And then here are the rest of the descriptions that I was talking about. Also makes your life so much easier if you just want to search for certain tickets. Okay, bulk actions on tickets. So when you have your tickets, your dashboard with your tickets, you can work on 30 tickets at once if you want to. You can click on select all or select certain tickets. The moment that you select a ticket, you get these options that you see right here, where it says pick up, assign to, bulk, update, merge, or execute scenario. Now, pick up means that you're going to pick up the tickets and assign them to yourself. So if you're looking at general tickets, like tickets that maybe are in your group and that you want to assign to yourself, you could just go down, select them, and click on pickup, and they will automatically be assigned to you. Or you can click assign to if you want to assign certain tickets to someone else. You can bulk update and change any of the properties on certain tickets or the selected tickets. You can also merge into one. Let's say you have 2 or 3 tickets that are the same that should be merged into one ticket. You can select them all from your list and then click on merge. Or you can execute scenarios. And there, I know that there's like a scenario that DJ created for the text already. And if you ever need to create or need a scenario, I just get with DJ, but that's something that you could, if you click select the ticket, a scenario would be that it does certain conditions, like it will close it, or it will send you a message and assign it, or I mean, there's all kinds of scenarios that we can do. So, but I know the techs already have one. Other than that, I don't think we all need to execute any scenarios. Any questions about any of this so far? Okay, thank you. We also have canned responses. So there are pre-written replies to common issues. When you open a ticket and click reply, you have this little, I don't know what it is. It looks like a little chat window with a little star in the middle. I didn't know if it was a monitor. I don't know what it is. It looks like a little chat bubble. So when you click reply, you'll have these at the very bottom of your screen. When you click on that little one, it'll bring up any canned responses that have been created. Then you can just click on the response and it'll automatically have all the information on there for you. If you need or have an idea for another canned response, that it's something that you see frequently, you can just get with DJ if you need one created, and he can create it for you. And I know that little book is also for like resources that are in the ticket or that you can apply to the ticket, or if you have to add any attachments. Yes.
Just a comment. I think that for the different teams, it would be good, if you see an issue that is happening constantly, talk to your supervisor about having those created as canned responses, and then your supervisor can reach out to DJ to have those created. Sometimes we have like our own canned responses somewhere in a different document or our notes or something, and we're copy and pasting. But if it's something that you're having to do quite often, it could be maybe helpful to have a canned response. And I know that we haven't really been using it to the extent that it can be used. So I highly encourage you to speak to your supervisors about that.
Yes, that is true. Thank you. I remember last year when we were working on the integration of ClassLink, I had a document with all my frequent responses because I didn't know about this feature. And I would just go to my document, copy my response, and put it in the ticket. And I did that all day long. I didn't know this feature existed. It would have saved me a lot of time. So yes, get with your supervisors if you have an idea for a canned response for something that you use commonly for responses for your tickets. Thank you, Ms. Muñiz. Also, signature. I did not know before that you can add your signatures to your tickets, which is really cute. Okay, I think it's cute. I don't like the fonts. They don't have a lot of fonts, but I made mine work. It's kind of okay. So to create a signature that will be automatically added to all your ticket replies, you click on your profile picture. Well, it's not a picture. It's a circle with the first letter of your first name at the very top right. When you click on that, you see it says profile settings under your email. Click on that, and then you have to click on, once you're in, let me show you my screen to show you what it looks like. So I'm going to click on my profile picture at the top right. and then profile settings. It takes you to this other screen, and you have several tabs here. Just make it automatically brings you to the profile tab, and this is where it says signature, but you have to edit. So you click on edit at the top right, click on edit, and this is where you can add your signature. Like I said, it doesn't have a lot of options for fonts, but you can also add a little image if you want to add a little logo or something. And look, mine is not centered. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so you can create your little signature and add it and update it. Once you save it, it'll automatically be added to all your replies, which looks a little bit more professional. I know some people already have that, but I didn't have it before, and I'm very happy that I have a signature now. Any questions about signature? Okay, awesome. Okay. Board view. Okay, this is something I hadn't played with my Freshservice a lot as I should have. I was just replying to tickets, but there's a really cool feature. It's called the board view. You can view a summary of your tickets under each of their status and drag it from one block to another. So I'm going to show you my Freshservice dashboard. Now on the left where it says under tickets, under list, it says board. It says beta. Do you see it? If you click on it, you will see all your tickets or whatever search you have, whatever filter you have, I'm sorry, for your tickets, you will see them, and they will all be under their I guess their status. But the cool thing is, let's say you're looking at it this way and you see, oh, this test, I'm going to grab it. I'm going to move it to pending. So you can just grab it and move it to a different status. So I drag this one to pending, and I'm actually going to move this one to pending as well. So I'll just move it to pending. And see, you could just drag and make it. This is just for you to organize your tickets, for you to know what is pending, what is waiting on third party. It doesn't affect the ticket unless you send it to close. But that would be because they're closed. But we don't want to close them this way. We want to click on set as resolved. But this is just something cool, a new feature that is in Freshservice that I thought was really cool. Okay, another thing is that I don't know about you, but I get a lot of tickets that should be work orders, or that I want them to be work orders because I don't want to forget about it. Like I said at the beginning of the session, if you just rely on email, it's really easy to forget that you have to work on something or help someone with something. So it's really easy, and this is a great organizational tool for you to use for yourself when you have an email that somebody sends you that says, I need help with so-and-so. I did a couple of tests today to make sure that this worked, but what I always do is I forward the ticket to, for me it's iTech Help. You would do the Tech Help and probably CC you so that it goes to you, but I forwarded to iTech Help whatever ticket, whatever email I got. So I asked Sherry to email me just test. As you can see at the bottom right here, it said test. She sent me that email, and then I just forwarded it to iTech Help, and look who the requester is. It's still Sherry. So I'm going to share my screen because I did 2 different tests. So I marked them as pending. Where are my Sherry tickets? So I moved them to. Let me move them back because since I moved them to
There's
pending,
one of mine that was at the bottom of your screen.
yes, but they're supposed to be on top. So I'm going to move them back to open. Let's see if they go back on the top of my screen because I didn't want to see them at the very bottom. I want you to see what I did. They didn't move. Okay, this is one of them. I did 2 actually. Let me look for the other one. I guess we keep getting tickets. Okay, so this is the first one I did. I didn't write any information on it. All I did was I forwarded it to iTech Help. Oh, I did type on this one. I did 2. One without typing anything. I just forwarded, and one with typing your request has been received. And they both added Sherry as the requester. So even though it came from me, and I am not CC'd on this as Isabel, just iTech Help, which is what I want to do. So I like that because I don't need to worry about creating this email that I'll get CC'd every time I tech, every time there's a response or a reply to this email, I won't get CC because I'm not on there. But if for some reason, sometimes it does add us as a CC, as a person on the email, even if you do this. We've tested it a couple of times, but you can always go to, well, edit is to add a requester. I forgot to mention that one, but that's not the one I was looking for. There's a way to change or see who the people are, and you can modify it. And it was, I don't know. Oh, I know. I have to be on the list view. I think I have to be on the list view. So it was this one. No. I don't remember what I did. Oh, maybe this one assigned to, and you can take someone off. You go to agents. I'm not sure what I did, but I had changed the like I had changed the people it was CC to, because sometimes, like I said, for some reason it will include me, and every time there's a response, I get an email, and I didn't need an email because it's already in my work order flow. You have to play with it. I'm not sure how I did it, but there's a way to edit all the properties from the ticket, and I don't think I put it on the presentation. But anyway, when you are on your ticket, there's also one thing that I look at sometimes is the activities. Sometimes you want to know where this ticket came from, or who sent it to you, or why you have it. If you click on activities, you'll see who created the ticket and what the system did and what I did and what I did again, because I sent it to pending and then I sent it to open. So this tab is important. I use it a lot to see where this ticket came from. Why was it sent to me, or who's been working on it? So you can see under activities all the details for that. And before we go into this one, the customer service ideas, DJ, is there anything else that I missed or that you'd like to cover about regarding Freshservice?
The only other thing I'd add on there, y'all, is this is something we've been doing for a while, but that's what I'm looking for. I know with the departments underneath me is you're going to see on the tickets, it has the letters SLA. And what that is, service level agreement, it is measuring how fast you close work orders, how fast you respond to the tickets, how fast do you resolve. It goes there and it measures the health of our department on how we're handling these tickets. So to let everyone know is when a ticket is opened, you have 7 days to close that ticket, to resolve that ticket. That is how that works. If it's a medium ticket, which most tickets, as you find, are medium, I do have it set to go to medium because that's really just the overall. You have 7 days for medium tickets. For high priority tickets, you have a day. I believe it may be 2 days, but you have 1 day to 2 days to get that closed. Urgent tickets, it's going to be by the end of the day. So if you see your high and urgent tickets, those are definitely ones you want to prioritize, because the longer you leave them open, the more it's going to count against how fast your report on how fast you close your tickets. So just want to bring everyone else on that and update it. Albion asked, how do you make it a project? That is an entirely different training right there. So that is something that I know I'm working with Chris on, especially networking, because there's a lot of projects. So Albion, I'll get with you on that one, and we can review that a little bit. Yes, Ms. Muniz.
Well, and I just wanted to say that, just to follow up what DJ said, this is not a gotcha of like you haven't been completing something in time. I think that there is a lot of great work that is happening within our department, and it's important to highlight the work that you guys are doing. A lot of the times we can't capture every single thing that we're asked to do. The teacher stopping you in the hall, the person coming up to the floor and asking you for help on the SIS side, or even in technology integrations. we can't help those, but I highly encourage you to make sure that you're creating tickets for the work that you do. Because that's something that the supervisor and I have discussed, is that there's a lot of great work happening, and the amount of time, for example, let's say you get interrupted 3 times and a ticket sitting there in your queue for a certain amount of time. Well, those 3 things that you got interrupted for, that you completed, that you spent time on, are not being counted in the work order system. And in a day and age where data is crucial to make sure that we can showcase the work that you're doing, it is so critical that you document the work that you're doing. So just keep that in mind. Is in the way we're looking at it in your leadership teams, like your director, your supervisors, is we want to highlight the work that you're doing. So if we keep reminding you of putting tickets and doing, making sure that you have that documented, it is for a reason. Now, there has been multiple times where I was reached out by principals where they said, hey, this hasn't been addressed, or there was something that hasn't been done. I will go look at the work order system. I will pull that information and say, well, I noticed that so-and-so reached out to your campus and they weren't able to connect, or I showed that they got it done, yesterday afternoon. Have you been able to go back and check? So it allows me visibility on the work that you guys are doing. And it's just such an easier way for us to communicate. So I really do highly encourage you to make sure that you're documenting everything that you do. And we appreciate everything that y'all do to make sure that the department is taking care of our students and our staff.
Thank you. One thing I did forget to mention that I was looking through right now is that you can change the title of your ticket. If you organize your tickets by title or by subject, when you open a ticket, if you click on edit, you can change the title of your ticket right there. So Alexandria has been helping our department, and she told us that she changes the title so that she can organize it, and she knows what each ticket, like she can see all the tickets that have to do with iReady, all the tickets that have to do with classing, because sometimes this is what the requester types, and sometimes it has nothing to do with the ticket, or it doesn't make sense. And then I had already mentioned that you can add a new requester here if you want to add someone else to your ticket as a CC person. That was something I had forgotten to mention. And one of the last slides we have is some tips that we have for you for customer service, and that will be given by Marissa. So go ahead, Marissa.
Hello, everyone. I'm Marissa Lopez, and I love to use artificial intelligence to help rephrase and rewrite some of the things that I want to say to come across a bit more professional. So I just wanted to offer this as an optional tool for you if you need help with responses for teachers. Sometimes we want to say something, but we want to come across a little bit more formal or more polite. And so if you do go to gemini.google.com, it's going to be your AI resource that our district has as part of our Google Workspace. And they do have, with all AI, you need to be careful to really, you don't want to use teachers' names or definitely never use student data. Try to stay away, try to keep it as general as possible when you're using AI. But I wanted to give you a little, maybe kind of show you my screen just a little bit to kind of show you what it looks like. So when you go to gemini.google.com and you create your account, you will use your midlandisd.net for your account. And here I just have a thread. Keep in mind that with Gemini, your chats that you have, so every time you start a new chat, they do not delete. So you cannot delete these. You can rename the chat. So you could come in here and rename it, and you can say response assistance. You can rename these, but you just cannot delete them. So keep that in mind when you're using this, that all of the information kind of stays within your chat. So if you have never used AI, it's basically prompting, you're prompting it to give you what you need. So the first thing I wrote was, I need help crafting a response email to an upset person, but more than likely we're going to be using this to help us respond to someone who's upset. And if you just need help responding to emails in general, you can just delete the word upset. You don't really need that, but you just probably need help crafting responses. The tone should be calm, empathetic, and solution focused. And then it says, please help me maintain professionalism and politeness, clear resolutions to their concerns, or clear possible solutions, because sometimes we cannot provide a solution. And basically what I'm telling this chat thread is everything that I'm going to write in this entire thread will be about responses and helping me create better emails or responses. So for all future emails, I want help addressing frustration with empathy, offering solutions, and keeping the tone calm. Now, immediately, Gemini is going to start giving you tips on how to do this, but I basically could have told it, do not give me any tips until I ask you to do so. So I say, I will write what I want to say, and they need your help rewriting the emails. Do not respond yet until I reply, because basically every time you add something into a thread, it wants to give you advice and help you. But I'm telling Gemini, like, don't write anything yet, but this is what this thread will be about. And so it understands and says it's ready when you are. So if you have maybe a teacher that's upset about their monitors, maybe they're just really upset and you need help rewriting the response. So you could say something like, I need help responding to a teacher who is not being fixed and they need it to help them teach. What can I say? And so basically it's just giving you some ideas on what you can respond to. You could say, dear, and then you would respond with the teacher's name. I understand your frustration with ongoing issue. If this is too long, you can say, can you shorten the response to 2 sentences? And so here you have a shorter response. So it's just saying, I understand your frustration regarding the monitor issue. And the more you add to the thread, the more that the Gemini will understand the type of help you're offering. So the more precise you are with what you're able to do, you could have even said here at the top, I need help responding to a teacher who's upset. And you can actually add your solution here. Here's what I want to tell them. That way it'll respond to exactly the way you want to. So maybe you say, can you rewrite this for me? But we cannot be there till Friday. So maybe you're like, I want to tell you that I'm going to be there on Friday, but it's probably Monday or so. And so that's kind of what you want to say, but you just don't want to say that. I understand your request. However, we'll not be able to arrive on Friday. Appreciate your understanding that our arrival time will be on Friday. So it gives you some suggestions on how to just be a little bit more polite and rephrase what you want to say. It gives you a little bit more formal, more casual, more empathetic. And if you really like the more casual, you can say, please keep all of the responses to a casual tone. That way, Gemini is starting to learn how you like your responses and say, instead of giving me formal, casual, or empathetic responses, please only give me casual toned responses. So that's just a tip I wanted to share with you guys in case you wanted to use AI to help you with your responses, because sometimes it's kind of difficult to express yourself in what you want to say, and it's just a tool in case you want to use it. Does anybody have any questions about Gemini?
I was just going to add, I am a pretty direct person, if you know me, and I will just type it out, like how I understand it, put it in Gemini, and it will make it to where they understand it. And that's how a lot of my tickets are resolved, is you need to clear out your cache. And Gemini will give you those instructions. So that's how I personally use it.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Marissa. We love Gemini, by the way. If you Josh just finished a session on Gemini that he presented. It was great. I think it was recorded, right? Josh, was it recorded? So we'll probably have
Yes,
it
ma'am.
up on our website. Thank you, Josh. We'll probably have it up on our website. If you're interested in learning more about Gemini, you can go watch it at a later day, but we love it. We like how it helps us. I do exactly what Sherry said. Like if one day I was so upset and I typed everything how I was thinking it, but I said, write it in a professional, polite manner, and it just reworded everything beautifully. It was beautiful, and it sounded like a very nice me, very professional, nice me. So I really liked it. I recommend that you do all. Obviously, check what it says and take off things that you wouldn't say. Sometimes it comes up with words that you would not say, and people know, oh, that's not that person. So be careful. Be careful, but use it as a guide. The last slide, let me try to present again. Give me 1 second, was just the code for any feedback or any. Okay, if you, are there any other questions about anything that we've discussed in this session today? Well, before we leave, we'd like to take a picture as well. So if everybody has, if you have a camera, can you please unmute yourself or whatever it's called so we can see your face and take a screenshot, please? And go ahead and scan this code before, because I'm going to take the code off the screen so I can try to take a screenshot and try to get as many of us as we can on the screen. I don't know if it's possible, but I'm definitely going to try. Or if somebody has a really good, better view, maybe several of us can take the screenshot at the same time, and let's see who has the most people. But if you can scan this really quick before we take the screenshot, and it's just a survey. If you could just fill out the survey, please, before I stop sharing. I hope we have more people that have cameras. If you have a laptop, you might have a little cover. You just use your little nail to uncover the little camera. I know not everybody has a camera.
I just screenshot the list of, there was like 3 or 4 screenshots I had to take, but I think I got everyone.
Okay, I'm going to take the this QR code off. And I don't see a lot of people. Do you guys see a lot?
Were you wanting their face or just who they,
yes, their
like, who they
face.
were here? Oh, okay. I thought you were just
their
trying to get
face.
who all was here in the meeting.
No. I want faces.
Oh, okay.
So let's see. I see. Oh, how can I change the view? Let me change. Does anybody have more than? I have like 10 screens only. Does anybody have more than 10 screens so we can take a screenshot?
I know there was a grid view, but I don't know if that extension is like still in existence.
Do
Yeah.
the tile view, but
Yeah.
Where is it?
You go to the 3 dots, change layout.
How
and
many
then
do
go
you
to
see, Marissa?
tile. About 10, right? About 40.
Amazing.
49. 49.
You know what?
Go
I'm gonna
to
go all the way. Yes.
the 3 dots, tile, and then scroll
Oh
all the way to the end.
yes, I do. I see everybody, but not everybody has a camera on. Does somebody? Do you guys need a? Oh wait, I see more people. Okay, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take a screenshot. Is everybody that has a camera with their camera on? Thank you. Yay! Awesome. Okay, let me take a screenshot. And if you guys want to take a screenshot, that would be great. We're actually going to post it on our Twitter or X account. Okay, if you guys can take a screenshot too, we need a good one. You might have more people than I do.
Turn on your camera, DJ.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. This was fun. Thank you all for being here, and it's great to see all your faces. Thank you all, and thank you for all you do. If you have any questions, let us know. Bye, everybody. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Isabel.
Bye.
Steven, you're turning into Santa Claus. I just needed to let you know that.
You would have died. I was going through a Walmart in Uvalde, and this little boy was just kicking and screaming and throwing a